This is the PKP Sleeping Quarters in Wolsztyn in Western Poland. For about £10 a night, you get all of this. Let's go down. Here's the rooms, washrooms, and we all know what that is. Here's some of the rooms. Number 6. If we take a walk down the end, and then we come to the top of the staircase. There's the kitchen. Herbate, Mlekiem. Let's have a look down here. And the clock. By the way, it's wrong. And let's have a look here. Here we are. Here's some of the notice boards. These are the various types of locomotives that are stationed in Wolsztyn. OK22, OL49, PT47, TKT48, TY51, TY45, and then we have TY43. Let's put some light on the situation. TY3, and we have the Type 2s, and down here we have the T1s. Some of these locomotives are actually German. I think it's the TYs that are German. I can't be absolutely sure, but I don't know too much about Polish and German locomotives, but I'm pretty sure these ones, the OL49 is a Polish locomotive, and the PT47. And here we have some of the photographs on the notice board. There you are. There's an ET22, various pictures from all the way around Poland. And let's go take a look downstairs. More photographs, some pictures the children have drawn. There we go, from the local school. Magnificent. Now here we are. Here's the reception area. Now you can get a room here for £10 a night, and it's not very far from Poznan. It's about 15 zloty to get here, which is roughly about £4. Should you want a return ticket, just say Prvotne and they'll give you one. Here's some of the boilers and pressurizers. There's a little bit of museum around here, and up here, if you can just make that out, this is the shop where you can get your Paralowe souvenirs, your steam train souvenirs. Here we go. Sailor Railway Souvenirs, Verkov von Bahn and Danken in German. And here we have this room is for the drivers, and it's all the lights are turned off. This is where, if I can find a light switch, this is where, I don't know, this is where the drivers change for each locomotive. There you can see all the drivers' initials on the locker numbers. There's locker number 10, locker number 11, locker number 12. And everywhere is Polish stickers. And you'll find here in Wolsztyn there's about 30 steam locomotives, some of which are in operation, some of which are not. I think there's 8 in operation altogether, and there's more locker rooms down there, just for the drivers' gloves and everything. And they also have some, let's turn the light out as well before we go, save electricity. And if you have a look here, here's some of the number plates which have been taken from the restored locos which are down in the yard. There we go, to stop people stealing them. There's OL49, one of my favourites. Number 14, TY42, 40, and TY2, number 710. These are the plates which come adorned on the locomotives. I've actually bought one of these myself. You'll find the better ones are in brass, but don't be disappointed if they're in aluminium, because sometimes they were. And here's a Polish signal. There we go. Now you can see the operating mechanism and everything. And here we have the Wolsztyn Museum. Now I did go in here earlier on, but the lights were off and I couldn't find the light switch. So I think we'll come back to the museum and just have a look round tomorrow. There's other things, various other things here. Plenty of literature on steam excursions in the future, steam excursions in the past. Everything's there. Hopefully, let's hope PKP can keep up Wolsztyn. Thank you for watching this video. And I hope you can come here one day, and please shut the door afterwards. Thank you. Here we are today in Wolsztyn with the Railfan Films. We're going to take a look around the engine shed and some of the locomotives in Wolsztyn. There's the turntable in front of us there. If we just have a look down, we can see the various locos. There is a scrap line down the end, or maybe not scrap line, some of them is for restoration. We'll go and take a look at those a bit later. But there we have in front of us is locomotive OK1 322, which is the Prussian locomotive. That there, we'll take a little look inside there. That's the office. Let's go in, have a look in the Loco Shed and see what's going on. Okay. Oh, big door. Okay. Now here we are inside the engine sheds of Wolsztyn. The first locomotive we'll look at is OK1 359. As you can see, this shed is a working area, one of the only remaining places in Poland where live steam still exists today. Go and take a wander down here. Okay, there's another loco there. Okay, we begin here. This locomotive, OK2231. I'm sorry about the light, it's a little bit dark in here. I'll try and turn the brightness up a bit. There you are, I think that's better. Right, there we have OK2231. And as you can see, she weighs in at 133 tonnes and 92 without the tender. And there's a plaque. This loco has been restored to traffic by the Wolsztyn Experience with help from Chris Baker, David Leyland and the kind support of PKP Cargo. And also it's in Polish, just there. Now this means the locomotive runs to Poznan from Wolsztyn. There's the wheels. Okay, let's take a walk round here. You have to be careful where you stand in here, it's quite a dangerous place, there's slippery oil everywhere. Now this is some of the repair rooms in here. This is where some of the repairs take place. Engineering lathes. As you can see, this is where they engineer the bits. They have everything here, from wheel turning lathes for the complete restoration and maintenance of steam locomotives. Now this looks like the tea room maybe. Let's take a wander round back through here. Now in front of us we have Helena. As you can see, Helena is being worked on at the moment. We'll go and take a look at that. And here's one of the inspection pits. Now the locomotive missing from this bit is OL49 59. I believe she's in Lesno at the moment. That was the locomotive that I rode last time. There we are, Pinknia Helena. It's quite funny, my mum's name is Helen, and so this locomotive is quite funny. She believes it's hers. Cześć. Cześć. A bit of welding on Helena. This is why she was unable to complete her run over the past couple of days. There we have PM 36-2, also Wolsztyn. She's 23 meters long and she weighs around 107 tons, but she's 161 tons with the boiler. And there's a plaque there mentioning that she was restored in 1995. Looks, I can't read that, it's in Polish, but we'll get it translated a bit later. Let's take a wander around here. As you can see, the ongoing work on Helena. At the moment, it appears they're replacing fire blocks in the boiler. Now there's Helena's tender number 2. It appears that she has her original tender. Some of these locomotives don't have their original tenders due to being scrapped. Now here's some of the parts from the steam engines. These appear to be steam valves. I've seen these quite a lot on Polish locomotives. We don't get these on the English locomotives. Here's a press. Now let's take a look down here. Now here's an interesting thing. This is a set of new wheels for this tender. As you can see, the wheel set to my left hand side has approximately about an inch more metal on than this wheel here. It shows how much these wheels get used running to Poznan and various other places in Poland. Let's take a look. This is the locomotive we'll be filming a bit later this afternoon. And as you can see, she's in steam. She's ever so warm, and there's the famous Wolsztyn fireplaces. Believe me, that is really hot. I'm stood about a metre away and I can feel the heat. And a lovely Polish coal. And here we have various compressors, injectors. Now here's PT4765. She weighs 182 tons, tender 121 tons, light engine. Now as we can see, she's in steam. She's on the 1 o'clock service to Poznan, returning about 5 o'clock. We'll take a wander round. Here we are. Now here's some other locomotive. You've got to be careful, there's all sorts of bits of metal lying around on the floor, it's easy to fall over. Here we have OL49, number 7. She weighs in at 144 tons and 96 without the tender, and she's just a little over 20 metres long. There's a PT4765 in steam. I'll try and get you good pictures. It's not easy in here, it's extremely dark. It's a proper working shed, and it really is amazing. It's a place which you must visit. If you're an avid steam fan, you'll really love the Wolsztyn experience. Let's go up the steps and just take a look over the top of the shed. There's a view outside. We'll go and take a look down the side of OL 49 number 7. It's the inspection pit. It's very grubby in here, as you can see. Now this loco's not in steam. I think this loco is here for some boiler repairs. OL 49 number 7. Now back out into the light. We've just missed an SU 45 089 has just passed. Now here in front of me we have the PKP, a sleeping accommodation with Slavek just coming out of the door. Cześć Slavek, dzień dobry. Miło mi? Tesh? Oh, he's closed the door. That's good. Now in front of us we have a 100-year-old plough, which I think was made from a P8 tender from a Prussian loco. Forgive me if my information is wrong, but it's worth a go. Here we have another collection of coaches in the yard. Now let's take a walk over and we'll go and have a look in the cab of OK1 322. I think this loco was made in 1908, possibly. Like I said. Cześć. Now let's take a look in this locomotive. Now here we are, it's very slippery up here and very oily, but we're going to get up here and have a look anyway. There we go. Now there's a view up to that line goes up and around the bend and goes to Poznan. Now here we are, Slavek might stand on the side. Slavek, and here's the boiler. Slavek, does this loco get hot? Or is it cold? Always cold? Always cold. Yeah, it's because it's so old. You can imagine when this loco was fired up, what an impressive monster it would be. Here we are.